Hey guys, welcome back. Z Family Garage. We're going to tackle the rat's nest today. This is the factory wiring harness off of an '03 Yukon XL. This is the engine from that vehicle. Now, we've nicknamed this truck Cheapskate, so I'm trying to reuse the factory harness. Now, it is a daunting task. I'm not going to lie to you guys. LTSwap.com. Gentleman's name's Brandon. He has put out a ton of information on building your own harness from the factory one. He also does the computer, the VAT system, the vehicle security system. He can tune basically your computer. I did send mine off to him to have that done. So he also has a very good video on this. It's 3 parts, it's 3 hours long, but you actually see him de-pin a whole wiring harness in 3 hours. It's very impressive. I've watched it a number of times. Now I do have my stuff marked. Not as well as I'd like it to be, but we're going to have to deal with what we've got. So what we're going to do today, guys, is chase some of these wires down so I know what they are for sure. And then from there, build the standalone fuse box. And then from there, start figuring out how we're going to get some power to it. For right now, I'm thinking about using the old factory positive, which would come into this box and actually wraps around and goes to the starter. And that would give me a point of power to do the standalone box just to see if this is going to work. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. At this point, I'm neither here nor there on saying do this. It's not a problem. I have not had a problem with it, but I haven't gotten the engine to start yet either. I will say part of this, the downfall, and it's my downfall, guys, I started this wiring harness 2 years ago. I should have not stopped. I should have kept cranking on it and got it done within a couple weeks, if not a weekend, probably 2 or 3 weeks. So it was fresh in my mind. This is not fresh in my mind. But once again, LTSwap.com, guys. Brandon has the pinouts. And this is specific, and I kept these check marking what I had pulled and what I didn't pull, and if I added any, I went through here and made sure twice with a voltmeter that I've got this. So it's not catastrophic yet. It's just time consuming, guys. So you're going to watch me do a lot of wire stripping using a multimeter to find out what injectors are where. I do have this kind of sitting on the engine the way it would sit. So at this point, guys, I'm not saying that I have saved money by doing this. If this doesn't work and I have to buy a standalone harness to do this, I am not out anything right now. I'm out probably $50 for the harness part. I've already sent the computer and gotten it back for the VAT system, like I said. That would have been done anyway. So that's not a big deal. That has to be done regardless. Unless you just want to buy a new one. I've cleaned the engine. I put the headers on. I'm really wanting to hear this thing fire up, guys, and I'm wanting to bring you along for the ride. We're going to learn together. Another website, or excuse me, YouTube video, gentlemen, you can do it too. His Project Rowdy, he does the exact same thing. I've got his paperwork in the house. We have to make a slight change to his stuff to mine. He put all the injectors on one fuse. I don't like doing that. In your automotive industry, this is called Bank 1 and Bank 2. Cylinder 1 is right here. It'll be on your right-hand side, front of engine. So number 1, number 2, so on and so forth. Okay? At least it is on the LS. 350s. Almost all your GM and Fords are about that way, but that's neither here nor there, guys. So what we're needing to do is find the injectors for bank 1 and bank 2. That way I can separate those off onto separate fuses. Chevrolet did that, or GM did that. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep one bank on its side. I see that as a little more viable. Something happens, you're driving down the interstate, maybe the fuse blows for bank 1 or bank 2. You still got half the engine to get you off the road, loaded on a trailer, limp it home. If you blow that fuse and you can't get it to run and you've lost all the injectors, then you're sitting on the side of the road. So that's one of the things we're going to do is we're going to clean up this engine bay a little bit. Like I said, here's my fuel lines. I know they are longer than I need, but they, we'll get these out of the way. We'll get some other parts out of the way. And our first tackle, I think, guys, is going to be finding that bank. And like I said, I've got some of these marked. So I know, like I said, I think I've got all of the injectors right here marked. Injector something. So, yeah, we're just going to have to just go after it. So that's what we can do, guys. So let's start off by clipping some wires here, stripping them just down a little bit, just so I can put my multimeter on it. And we don't need a lot of wires, guys, and we want to keep as much of this as possible. It is thin wire, but so we will have to go bring these together and then go to a 16 gauge into the fuse box. And like I said, we'll pair 4 of these into 1/16 and then bring that in. That's the way GM did it, so I am not too upset about doing that today. Let's see if we can get this to sit still so I can do this with you guys. So there is 2 of our injectors. Let's get this old girl down here. Let's get her on cotton. So on my voltmeter, guys, you touch the 2 leads together, you hear a sound. Okay, that lets me know that I have a closed circuit. So we'll be able to put that on the wire, and then we will take the alligator clip off on the positive side here, guys. And let's see if we can find an injector, or the injectors, like I said, and go through here. And there's one. That's not it. Let's see. That might not have been an injector. How about that, guys? Let's see. Where is the... There they are. There's a set of them. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Where are the other... And there's 2 of the injectors. There's the ground. There's the other injectors. Oh, there we go. There we go. So that one is injector 2. So that's bank 2, guys. So I'm betting so let's put a 2 on that so we know that that one is definitely bank 2. Let's clip on this one. I bet if we go down 1 injector, yep, that's the number 2 and number 4 cylinders. Sorry guys, I thought I was a little more prepared. Okay, so this is bank 2. Okay, so there's that. That was easy enough. So let's strip off these. And let's go hunting. So let's, you know what, these are grouped together. Let's see. There we go. Are we lucky enough to hit them first try, guys? Let's see. That was that injector and that injector. Let's try these two. Nope. Nope. Okay. So here's those injectors for the front, or for the there it is. So that is bank 1, and that is the lead one. So let's hit this one. And let's see, where is that 4th? There it is. Okay. Let's try that again, gentlemen. Okay, well, let's see if okay, that is odd, guys. Okay. Did this turn off? Nope, it's on. Okay, let's go one more time, guys. It's got to be. Maybe I don't have a good, no, I've got a good clamp. Let's go back to the first one here. And let's find that one for sure. Okay. There is this one. And this will be cylinder 7. Not cylinder 7. Not 5. Not 3. It is cylinder 1. Okay, that is cylinder 1. So I would assume, and assumptions aren't a good thing, guys, that would be the next cylinder. There it is. There it is. Okay, so that is bank 1. Okay, so let's put bank 1. Okay, so that's that. So we've got that down. So we only got to find 4 more, guys. We're doing good. We are cranking on it, as one would say. You know what? Let's hit both of these at one time, guys. I think we're good enough. No, we're not good enough. No. So let's get this out so we can move with it. So that was 1 and 2. Let's try, or I'm sorry, 1 and 3. Let's try, there it is. Okay, so there's that one. And let's do this. Okay, so that's another bank 1. So we're good there. Let's put bank 1 here. Okay, so we only got 2 more to find, guys. We should be able to find them. I mean, we're down to the last 2, and I have an idea where they're at. So let's just strip this bad boy off, and that should be good enough. Let's see if we can get both of these at one time. Are we going to be good enough this time, guys? I don't know. No, my little alligator clip is just not that good. But I already got 2 and 4. So that means this should be, there it is. That was 6. And this should be number 8. There's number 8. So we got all the injectors. That went pretty painless, guys, and that is bank 2. Okay, so that is that on the injector side. The other thing I was wanting to do, like I said, it is a mess in here, guys. That's why I called it a rat nest. So we need to unplug that, lift this bad girl out of the way a little bit. There we go. Yep, that's mass airflow sensor. And this should sit right there. Okay, so that's that plug over there. Okay, should be, yep. And then that's that plug over there. And or is that plug? Like I said, guys, I should have. Okay, that's the water tip. So that goes here. So it goes in there. And that is a ground. So let's get this out of the way. So, from what I can tell, that should go like that. Then this comes around the back. So I need to find this one for bank 1 coil. Actually, yeah, so I know which one is the coil. So, let's see if I can find coil driver. That should be this one right here. Come here, Mr. Black. Okay. There's that. And let's see, pink, purple. Well, just run all of them, right? There it is. Okay, so that is my coil pack on the driver's side, which I do have that marked. But now I need to find the coil pack for passenger side. So that is what we're looking for now out of my little, okay, those are the O2 sensors, so we know what those are. We don't need those. That's mass air. That will need to get in here in this mess. Let's see, what is that one? That's the transmission again in 02. Come on, guys, play nice. There we go, play nice. So, coil passenger. Okay, so we got them marked. So we've got that. This is throttle TAC mod. That will need a power 2, or also power. And transmission. Neutral safety switch, it looks like. So, we've got this down, guys. I think we're good. We are going to take it over to the workbench, and we're going to start building the fuse box. So, I will show you some of that here in just a minute. Well, guys, look at the mess I've got going on. Yeah. We are doing wire harness. Engine standalone wire harness. Something that's not simple. It's not complicated. It's just time consuming, guys. I thought when I built this thing I was going to do one of the harder things, and it is hard. It's not impossible. Like I said, I have got some sheets here, such as this. This all came from the YouTube channel You Can Do It Too. Okay, this is his wiring diagram, very nicely laid out. Okay, front and back, excellent stuff to see. But I had to make some changes because that gentleman is running a manual transmission. I'm running an automatic. So we had to do some changes here. He also had all of the injectors off of one fuse box, and it should, everybody had been running just one fuse box here, guys, just the 2 relays in one. I went to 2. My family motto is overkill is an underrated achievement. So we overkilled it. I've got, it's 90% done. Like this green here is the green off of the relay for the fuel pump from the engine. So I don't know how long to cut this, so I haven't put it in yet. The fuel pump relay, it is been built. It's not done yet. It's let's see, that would be, the yellow line out for yellow pump feed. I need to run that one out. That's something that I can do quick and easy. So that's where we're at, guys. Running the fuse box, doing all the crimps. I didn't get any film of it. You guys didn't want to see that on a time lapse. That's just me crimping these tiny ends right here, guys, into wires and putting them into the feed box and just following a diagram. So that's where we're at right now, guys. I am going to put us in time lapse though. I'm going to put the engine harness on the engine. We're going to do some engine work today, guys, with this engine harness. Getting ready to put this on the firewall, the computer on the firewall. I have to have the engine harness on the engine so I know what space I have. So get ready for the time lapse, guys. Whoops, hang on. Okay, guys, I am getting this thing worked on some, slowly but surely. Got all the harnesses in, I've got all the injectors in, all the coil packs. I gotta start working on grounds. And I don't have a mass airflow sensor because I don't have an intake yet. But I've got the throttle control that I've got to wire up. And like I said, I got to ground out both the cylinder heads and the accessory drive so it'll charge. Although that's something I'll have to do later because this is not the accessory drive we are using, guys. So I've got my O2 sensor over here. This side is done, except for the ground. The next thing I need to do is the transmission dipstick and bolt that goes back here on this side of the engine over here. And then when I'm done with that, I may use that as a ground point because it will be touching the cylinder head. Let me know, guys, if you've done that and that doesn't work. So right now, like I said, the engine, it's kind of taut up in here, guys, but it kind of flows something like that, you know? And I'm thinking about taking, because this is my mass airflow, and then I'm thinking about taking the harness back around itself and possibly, because it's flexible enough, I might be able to get that inside the cab, guys. This is the control module for the pedal, so I can put that up here on the firewall. I'll need to have that plugged in. And with that being plugged into the pedal, that will get a lot of this done, guys. The next thing is, of course, like I said, all these pink wires. That's pretty simple. This purple wire is the starter relay. So I will need that one out just to hook up, to send a start wire signal to it. We'll be good to go, guys. We're getting there. Getting there slowly but surely, as one would say. So, you know, we're getting there. Thanks for watching, guys. It's going to be probably next weekend. We're going to have this bad boy fired up. First time she's ran, this engine has ran in about 2 years. When I bought it out of the vehicle, I drove the vehicle home. I know this is a good working engine. I didn't want it to sit that long. But life happens, you know, guys. So, but we're back on it. We're going to work on this baby. And like I said, hopefully next weekend, first fire up. To get first fire up, like I said, we've got some grounds to work on. We'll have to get the O2 sensors down on the exhaust and put in the tail slip yoke for the transmission. Here, let me move this camera, guys. Let me do it like this. Let's do this. There we go. That's better. So, guys, working on it, I learned some things I never even knew until I started working on this. Got to have a tail shaft, the slip yoke in, or you puke out all your transmission fluid. I didn't know that. I thought these guys were just running the transmission in park. Well, they're not. So I had to go buy one. I wasn't able to get the right one for right now, but I got one that will work. One of the last things you do is a drive shaft. So I can't jump the gun and build the drive shaft because I don't have the bed on it and other things, guys. So we're working on it. Like I said, next weekend, we might have first fire up. If everything works out, we should be close to first fire up, guys. Keep watching. You never know what the next video will be. Or you never know. You might have a tip or trick at the end. Hey guys, another tip and trick, especially with your propane tanks. Some guys don't know this, but your tanks expire after 12 years, okay? As you can see right here on this tank, 4th month of the 9th year, okay? See it, guys? So this tank is only good for 12 years. So that expired last year. So that's why, like this tank here, it's hard to find sometimes, but see that one? This one is 09 of 20. So that's one of the things you want to look at when you guys are exchanging tanks at Home Depot or at a gas station, a convenience store, whatever you guys are exchanging your tanks, filling them up is always more cost effective than exchanging. I only exchange when I have tanks that I cannot refill. So that one is going to be going away this year. It'll be changed out. And another information for you guys to know. Thanks for watching, guys.